then I try stay an hour after work and do some study.
Oh, good idea.
Just because if I'm home or if I pick up baby, it's not.
That's a great idea.
Unfortunately,
So you've worked out your routine.
Yeah, I've got a good routine.
Welcome to Fika's Focus. Voices leading change.
We're live.
We're live.
Kia ora, everyone. Welcome back. We are with Savannah today. Kia ora, Savannah.
Kia ora.
It's been quite a long journey with you, actually.
Yeah, it has actually.
Was it pre-COVID you were doing some stuff with us?
Yeah,
Or was it just on COVID?
just after, like the big COVID and then the small lockdown happened.
Yes, in between. That's right. Yes, you're right. Between the 2020, 2021 window. That's right. Yes. So you were working in a relieving space with us, and then you've stopped, had baby Alizé, and now it's been cool seeing you come back around, and now you're into study.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So who are you studying with?
I'm studying through NZTC.
Yep. So NZTC are a awesome group that allows you to study while working.
Yeah,
so Mahi, I think that's where they're really winning the battle in spaces. But so you started?
Yes, I have. I started last November.
Yeah, cool. So can we just start? Let's just talk through, like, what was it like? You're like making that decision, right, I'm going to study. What were some of the challenges of just getting that sorted? Because I think that's important to know and understand.
Probably the student loan part.
Yes.
That study link is,
yeah.
It's just a long process. And then I was trying to start before the year was up just because I wanted to have that drive and like continue on that drive. So trying to fit it in like within a short time span, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, the study link stuff is crunchy.
It's crunchy. And you can't you've got to be onto it.
Yeah.
Before you start it, but then you need like confirmation from the NZTC
the provider. Yes, that's right.
To link it back, so it's all like a big.
Yeah. So just so we're clear, so you've got to get your study link approved, you needed NZTC to come in, and sometimes that can take a while. People just think it can happen like that, but it can, to get them talking to one another, right?
It's a long process. Yeah, I had to call up myself and just interlink it, and all they had to do was tick a box, and they were like, "Oh, it's done now." It's
yeah. So you started at the end of the year window, so you know, right, coming into this year, you're going to get going.
Yeah, straight into it. I needed it.
And so, what's the structure for you? What does it look like in terms of? Because I know I don't know, when Britt and them were studying, it was like one paper every 6 weeks.
Yes.
Oh, so it's still the same.
It's still the same within the one block of assessment. So there's a few little bits and bobs between it.
Yes.
So at the moment I have a report paper, a discussion, and observation that I have to do on top of my placement.
Nice. And you've got to do 16 hours at least voluntary, if people can pay, even better. Yeah. So that's essentially 2 days. But you've fitted in quite well. But how are you managing in terms of the Mahi, Alizé, all those other needs, as well as getting on top of your studies?
It's good. I think my shifts, I was very blessed and lucky that Rose accommodated to me. So I do 9 to 2. Yes. And then I try stay an hour after work and do some study.
Oh, good idea.
Just because if I'm home or if I pick up baby, it's not.
That's a great idea.
Okay,
so you've worked out your routine.
Yeah, I've got a good routine.
Yeah, okay. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
And because I think plugging away at an hour and a half, and then you can punch in a couple of long windows in the weekend, it actually allows you to really achieve what you need to achieve in that time, really, I guess, doesn't it?
Yeah, I get everything done, which is nice.
So that's 6 weeks study, so per paper. Are you taking all 6 weeks to do that? Are some of them in the initial part, were they quite easy? Did you whip through, or?
My first assessment was very overwhelming just because they just throw it at you. Obviously, you're online, so the comms a bit harder.
Yes.
But I'm an independent learner, so for me it was all right, but I can see how other people can struggle in the area. Yeah. But it's good. The paper I done before my current one was sweet. I had done it in 3 weeks. Oh, wow. Just knocked it out.
So, and is the online portal like Moodle or something, is it? What's your online portal you're working through? Is it chat class?
Yeah,
what is it?
Or chat.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. So you've got to contribute to discussions and chats and things like that.
You have to, per assessment, you have to just contribute a discussion, which is cool.
So, and what about in terms of support? What does it look like if you're got a burning question, or how does that work if you're I really need some help, or I don't understand this, what do you do?
Honestly, my first thing, I'll go to the teachers here or like
Yeah,
Rose.
yeah, cool. Yeah.
They're like my number ones, and if like Rose is unsure, then I'll message my lecturer.
Yep.
And they reply within like 24 hours.
Okay.
Which is sweet. Like they're very fast and onto it, which is nice. I've also had help from girls at Pet Beach.
Yes.
Like just give me like a brief outline of what they've done, which was nice. Good guidance.
Yes. Oh, that's fantastic. I mean, that's where I think they've got it right. You should be learning from people who are actually on the job as well.
Yeah, way.
I think that's important. So it's a 3-year degree. So, but you get 3 or 6 papers and things. So when do you wrap up year 1 then? If you started November last year, is it?
It wraps up, so it's pretty much continuous. The only break I get is 2 weeks over Christmas and New Year's.
Right. So
it ends up being shorter, like the degree itself.
Yes, the degree itself is actually shorter, isn't it?
Yeah, it ends up being like just over 2 years and a half.
Yes.
Which is nice.
Which is very favourable for people, anyone really, if you can shorten that up. It makes it a hell of a lot easier. And in terms of the content, like, is it real, now that you've been in this space for quite a while, is it real foreign, like, whoa, or is there stuff you're like, oh, now I see?
Yeah, like almost like basic. But once you're in there, I feel like working helps me see it more, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, and I'll be like, oh, this is literally what I learned like a few weeks ago, and it'll be like right in front of me.
Have you got an example?
The other week my first assessment, we had done like health and safety.
Yes, yep.
And then something like quite literally like happened.
Yes.
And I had to just like do a reflection based on what had happened. And I literally just seen it unfold in front of my eyes. And I was like, there it is. I've done that. I was like, I've got it. But yeah. Well, what's another one? At the moment we're doing play.
Yes.
How play promotes learning. So that's been intriguing to just see. I struggle with provocations.
Yes.
So like being able to like literally study it and like put it into action is nice, I guess.
And what's, when you're talking about the struggle, what's the study helping with though?
Giving me ideas, I think, and like making me understand how play like influences children's learning.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Because when we use those words play, it is a little bit, people are like, play.
Yeah, I know. I know.
That's not learning, and that's the constant fight we're having. But now they're adding in the academia to you. Now they're giving you a why.
Yeah, I was probably the exact same thinking. How's come on guys, like play can't do that. But after like reading it, especially like recently, just like deep diving into like theories and all the rest of it, and being like, oh, like a deep understanding, which is cool.
Yeah, that is cool. I think, and because you've had, like I said, this is your second stint now with us after having baby and things. Even from when you started to what's going on now, would be so much growth for you personally, and understanding, and even for baby, right?
Yeah, I know, like life changing.
Yeah, it gives insight into a lot of that stuff. So, what do you think for your own career? You get your degree done, then what?
Who knows?
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know. Work, save.
Yep.
My auntie wants to open up an ECE centre.
Nice.
Just needs an ECE teacher.
Yeah, nice.
Maybe gun towards that.
Yeah, cool. That's exactly what we've got to do is put people's kind of, I call it an appetite for ambition. We've got to have that in front of you. But you can't do those things without having the qualification, right?
No way.
Yeah. Okay, well, look, I think, honestly, you've given some real insight into that study process, because especially the study link thing. I hear that study link thing all the time about how frustrating that is. Long. But it's so cool for us to see your growth and development, to see you obviously seeking an understanding around, especially around play and the approach of play and what that means for children. But we're really stoked to have you as part of the team. I know the team are really stoked to have you.
Yeah, I love it here.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing your growth.
Thank you.
Thank you.